Got my valve covers in today. Only got 2 bolts holding on because I ain't put the push rods down in it yet. So I got everything just kind of sitting on it. But I think they look pretty daggone good with everything. Also got, where is it at? Ah, there it is. There's that big old balancer. I believe that's all I got. Oh, and I got that throttle cable linkage set up. So that'll be going on there. Anyways, I'll take a quick little video of that motor of mine. So I ran out of wire. Still got that much left to weld in that section. But I got that 2 put up, that part welded. Doing everything in one pass a little bit wider is actually looking pretty good. You see the back sides of it. But yep, that's all I've gotten done so far. I got other tubes all cut right now, but gonna be called it a night. So just got done putting the rods back in. A couple of them fell out whenever I was flipping the motor around. Then I'm gonna have to rename the truck Astroglide for as much of this Ultra Slick I done put all over this dead gum motor. But getting ready to put the rockers on. Got all the freeze plugs put in now. It's coming along. But that's where I'm at right now. Quick update on the build. Trying to get the rear axle lined up so I can start building my 4-link bars and everything. I'm getting pretty close to it. I mean, it's right there. Which I ain't building no piano, but it's coming along pretty good. Got that bubble lined up pretty well also. A little more tinkering, I'll have that sucker perfect. So calling it a night. Got the bars all lined up where I need them. I just gotta take them all down, grind them, weld them, get everything exactly where I need it. I did fully weld out all the brackets for the upper links. So all the brackets for all the arms are fully welded up and ready to go. I've only done, let's see, one end. Got that right hand thread over here. Circuit works out perfect. And here's the left hand I hadn't gotten a chance to work on yet. Just to get an idea of what I'm working with. Just run a root pass around it, do a cap, weld inside each, be done. A little bit at a time. You gotta be real careful with them. If you weld it all at once, you'll I guess deform the collar, and it will not go in or out. So you gotta take your time with putting these suckers together. But once you're done, work like a charm. You can adjust your steering and everything. Also had to make this fancy tube clamp ground. Couldn't fit my clamp around that 2-inch tubing, so rigged up something, worked out just fine. Harbor Freight for the win again. That's just the update for today. Another update. Got the 4-link done on the rear end. Got a 13.5-inch difference between upper and lower links. Everything's been welded up, tightened in place. Just got to work on doing them shock mounts now. Once that's done, I can go ahead and move on to the front. But not looking too bad for the first time ever doing anything like this. Should work out pretty good though. Dying to get that motor over here to go. Waiting for the intake manifold gaskets to come in. Hopefully I'll have them by Tuesday. And hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday I'll be able to get the sucker fired up. And there's our update for the night. $571.8. Aluminum heads, intake, stainless steel headers, and a little bit of engine cradle. Definitely lighten the load from having them cast iron heads and intake it had before. Gonna be getting back to work on this tomorrow, but got the shock mounts tacked up in place. Get to welding those fully out tomorrow and have that rear end fully ready. That way I can go and start working on that front and get the sucker off the jacks. But there's our update for the night. Tomorrow we're going to try to fire the sucker up. That's why we got these headers flipped upside down and everything. We'll see how it goes. Well, got the shock mounts up. Shock's just kind of dangling. Had to do a lot of fill welding in there, but I got it. Just took a minute. But everything's coming out right. I just got to put some nitrogen in them tomorrow. Bring them down about 8 inches. They'll link right in perfect. We'll be sitting good on the rear end. I can start working on that front. Everything's had root passes and caps and everything done to it. Get a better look of it. But there's the update. Like I said, I'll have that rear end done tomorrow for sure. I just didn't feel like breaking out the nitrogen bottle trying to figure it all out. Yep, it's coming along. Well, got the shocks on. Everything's bolted up tight and snug. Had to give a call over to Dustin Ramacher. Have him kind of walk me through on how to fill these up with nitrogen. I've never done nothing like this before. You know, like I said, this is all my first time ever building anything like all this. Those are root passes on the welds, by the way. I still got to go over and cap everything, make it all pretty, and add a lot more support. But I got the basic down and got everything where it needs to be. Still got a long ways to go, but it's coming along pretty good so far. Had a little hiccup yesterday, so today we're going to attempt to get this motor up and running. Just got to connect a few more wires, whatnot. Got my own little stand deal kind of built. But yep, we'll see how that 454 sounds in the bed of that truck. Also got to drop that transfer case down. I don't think I mentioned that to y'all yet. Gonna redesign it a little bit. We're gonna move it a whole foot forward and drop it down about, I don't know, 5-8 inches, somewhere around there. Get a whole lot better pinion angle, because right now that'll give me about a 20-degree pinion angle. Plus it's got that coupler that'll be connecting that transmission to the transfer case. And we're gonna go with the mini drive shaft. So it'll be fully, divorced off that. But that's what we got going on right now. Figured I'd give y'all a little update. I'm about to work on that front end and set that front axle in place. So this timing light box sleeve right here is all the way over here, sitting on top of the cart with the timing light box. We fired that sucker up, it blew it all the way over there. We had stuff flying everywhere, dust, everything. Monday morning, about 4:30. Been trying to get these brackets all prepped up. Gotta grind them all down. Just got done drilling through them. Gotta clean off the edges, whatnot on them. Deburr them, Same old thing I've already done to the rear end. Just getting ready to work on the front now. Hopefully we'll have that whole front forelink at least mocked up today. See, these are all the same brackets I'm about to start working on, cutting, grinding, whatnot. See, these are all going on the center cradle area. Get that engine hoist, everything out the way today and get everything mocked up. But as of right now, I've got everything lined up exactly where I need it. So we're ready to start fitting and welding and getting this show on the road. That's for this Monday morning update. Alright, so I figured I'd do a little prep video for y'all. Show what I'm doing with all these. Just as far as having something kind of rough cut like that. So, prepped all the way out. So there we go. That's how I'm fabricating and cleaning up all my brackets. Little tiger disc, little 90-degree Milwaukee die grinder. That's how I'm doing it. So I just ran out of wire for the MIG gun for the third time since starting this truck. So that's what, 33 pounds of wire I've gone through. Got everything tacked up. Definitely have made more progress today than I have in quite a few weeks of building that rear end, being that I know what I'm doing now. So anyways, got that front tacked up, got the uppers tacked up, lowers are already in place. Ran out of wire, so I can't put down my lowers on the front axle. But as soon as I get some more wire, tack all that up, weld everything in place, go ahead and run my arms, upper and lower, and shoot. It's definitely feasible. Just gotta go pick up that wire. If it ain't one thing, it's another. But that's the update for today.